What's happening? This is Len Davis with Panjality Productions, and I'm here in Seattle, Washington at the annual fundraiser of a beautiful organization called the Rose International Fund for Children. Rob Dye here on my right is the founder, and Nirmala here on my right is one of the board members and integral members. And I specifically wanted to talk a little bit about this program for backpacks for disabled and visually impaired students in Nepal, and the opportunity for people around the world to support this organization by understanding what these backpacks are and what's in them and how you can make a very small but significant contribution. So I'm going to ask Nirmala to tell me a little bit about how the program works and what's inside. Hi Nirmala.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great,
Good.
Thanks. So I'm talking about the backpacks for blind and visually impaired students in Nepal. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
This is the backpack that we provide the children who go to school, and there we have a complete set, like all the instrument that you would write. This is called slate. You would place a paper inside. How you do braille on it. So this is slate, and then is somewhere here.
Somewhere in there.
And then we have braille watch.
Oh, here's the
talking
stylus.
watch. So this is the stylus, pen, pilot pen or whatever, and then you write with this, you know. So
this is just specifically for blind students.
It's specifically for the blind student, and these backpacks are for the blind students because so much that, you know, like you have to have. We have a talking watch. The watch is the watch talks, you know, and tells you the time. It is so important to the children know when to go to class. Well, we haven't said that correctly, but this is how it works, you know.
Nice.
And then we have a geometry kit, you know, like it's a projector.
With braille on it?
Braille on it. And then we have a ruler with braille on it. And then, you know, abacus to teach the children how to do maths, to find out, you know, they have to learn to feel first. So this is another instrument.
Nice. And so this whole backpack is an idea, a creation of this organization, right? Or did this exist previously?
No, we started giving it. Like for me, backpack is so important. I keep everything in my bag. You know, it's so important, and having a backpack with several pockets and you can put things on it. You know, and these braille instruments needs extra attention to take care of it. And if they fall down, they break, right? So having a backpack is such a good important thing. So we provide backpacks. We have been able to provide for few, you know, not for all. There's a demand for 1,500 people who go to school going blind students, and you know, we provide backpack, and we have a white cane with the.
Oh right, our white cane.
Yeah.
Where's our cane? Oh, it's out here already.
It's out here.
The cane is part of the backpack kit?
Backpack. Yeah. So cane also is a part of backpack. We have a geometry kit, and we have slates and stylus. Like, you know, the basic things that one child would need to go to school, to learn to be, you know, independent. Just the starter kit.
Nice. It must be quite a struggle to become an independent individual in Nepal, given the challenges for blind and visually impaired students there, huh?
It is quite a challenge if you don't get proper opportunity. It's so difficult, you know, so difficult. And having all this instrument that you need to write, you know, you need slate and stylus to write in braille, right? So having all these important kits with you is so important.
Nice.
You know?
So Rob, if someone who watched this video is interested in supporting your organization and paying for a backpack or many like that for students in Nepal, tell me a little bit about how much it costs and where they might be able to find out about that.
Well, you can go to our website, which is TRIFC. T as in Tom, R as in Robert, I as in ice cream, F as in Frank, C as in Charlie.org. And on the website, there's a donation button. And $75 will pay for everything in the backpack, including the backpack. So, and the really cool thing about it is if you donate a backpack, then we'll actually send you a photograph of the student that gets that backpack. So it'll show their age and the school they go to and a picture of the student. There's demand for about 1,500 of these backpacks right now. So these are the basic school tools that a kid with blindness is going to need to be successful in school.
Nice.
There's about 1,500 demand for that. So far we've provided about 150.
Nice. And Nirmala, tell me a little bit about what it's like to be a young blind Nepali person in Nepal. I mean, it must be an incredible challenge, both socially as well as just physically.
Yes, like Nepal, unfortunately, people with disabilities are looked differently. Like there's a huge attitude issues regarding attitude. People think that you were born because you committed sin in your past life, in your previous life, and being a person with blindness, not having any accessibilities, not getting opportunity to go to school, it's just horrible. But having access to education, being able to being independent is, we are as equivalent to the sighted world, as we are able to contribute as much as a person with sight would contribute. So that's what we are trying to do, is we are trying to build the ability of people so that they can be equally able to contribute to their society. First of all, they could be independent, and then they can contribute so much to the family, to the society, to the nation, as to the world as whole.
Nice.
So it's really, so these are, when you ask me these questions, then I think of like two things comes, like two comparisons, like having education and not having education. Being a blind girl without education is not fun. Just you are paralyzed, you are just surrounded in the four walls of the house. You don't have any accessibilities. But if you have access to education, if you are independent, you feel equal to the able-bodied person.
Nice. And it seems like the backpack and the kit with the tools inside are really some important materials to helping students.
These are the starters, these are the starters.
It's a leveling.
Nice. Great. So again, my name is Len Davis. I own a local video production company in Seattle, and tonight we're here at the fundraiser for a Seattle-based NGO called the Rose International Fund for Children. The website is trifc.org, and one of the ways that you can support this amazing organization is by buying one of these backpacks for $75 and supporting a blind or visually impaired student in Nepal and helping them with just some basic tools that will help them to develop a life of independence in Nepal. So thanks so much, Rob, for what you do with this organization. Nirmala,
thank you for
welcome back to our
time.
city, and thanks so much for being such a great spokesperson for this awesome organization.
Thanks, Len.
Thanks, Len.